Hello, beautiful people, and today we're gonna talk about relationships, about having a boyfriend, about your status, about your life, about your dreams. And it doesn't really matter whether you had a boyfriend earlier or you never been in a relationship. Like that deep, almost unconditional desire to be in a relationship is there. And there's nothing wrong with it because we all humans, we all need love. Like, love is a basic need, connection is natural for us, for humans. And the question is, do you actually want a relationship out of genuine desire, or are you driven by the fear of being alone, like for the rest of your life? And I want to make something really clear. There's nothing to be ashamed of because a lot of people feel this way even if they don't admit it. Like, yes. But being alone doesn't mean you are lacking, it doesn't mean you are not enough. From the moment you were born, you were already a complete person. It doesn't matter you have a relationship or not, you can build life of your dreams. The problem is when your mind becomes obsessed with one thing: I need a boyfriend, I need to be in a relationship, you start blocking your own potential, your own energy, your own growth. You stop exploring yourself, you stop expanding your life, you put all your emotional energy into something external, and like your world starts to be smaller. Instead of building a life that excites you, like you wait for someone to come and like to complete it. You wait someone to complete your life. And if you feel uncomfortable not having a boyfriend, if it feels like something is missing, it usually means you haven't fully discovered yourself yet. You haven't built a space within you that feels safe, stable, and fulfilling. Because when you truly feel grounded in yourself, a relationship becomes something you choose, not something you need to survive. And now let's look at this from another perspective. Right now, you might feel lost, maybe even abandoned, like you are not fully loved, you are not fully understood. But this is not the energy that really attracts a healthy relationship. When you don't feel stable within yourself, when you don't trust yourself, when your happiness depends on someone else, you cannot attract the right person. Because the right person is not here to fix you. God is not trying to make you suffer. Like, He's not delaying love or your happiness. Sometimes He's just protecting you from people who will only bring confusion, who will block your energy, who will, bring, who will bring instability into your life, from from relationships that would distract you from becoming who you actually meant to be. So instead of asking, why don't I have a boyfriend yet? Ask yourself something else, like, what kind of life do I actually want? What are my real desires? Not the ones influenced by loneliness, but the ones that come from the true self. How do I imagine my life? Like, what excites me? What kind of woman I want to be? Because your life is so much bigger than a relationship. You need to find your purpose in life. You need to realize who you are really. You need to build your own foundation. You need to discover who you are, and you need to understand how you want to live this life. Because if all you want is a boyfriend just to fill the emptiness inside of you, that relationship will never truly makes you happy. It will only temporarily silence the emptiness, but it won't heal it. Like, pain will still. And sooner or later, that same feeling will come back again. And now in this part of video, let's focus on the solution, because we need solution and we have solution. First of all, you are not late. You have time, you have a lot of time, and you will not miss the right person. What is meant for you will always find you. And second, we need to define your role in your own life. Who you are when no one is watching. How do you see yourself, not in a relationship, but as a person? To truly understand this, you need moments of silence, like time without phone, time alone, without social media, without distraction, like just you with yourself. That's it. Because the truth is, a lot of us are constantly avoiding our own inner voice. We don't want to listen to what we truly feel. We ignore our real desires, and that creates even more emptiness. So you just need to allow yourself to slow down. Start asking yourself, like simple but honest questions. What actually brings me joy? What kind of daily routine would make me feel fulfilling, like stable? What kind of work feels meaningful to me? And like, don't limit yourself. Even if life you imagine feels unrealistic right now, let yourself go there. Let yourself dream without judging it. Because your desires are not random, they are like signals. And everything you are searching for, every answer you need, is already inside of you. You just, like, you just have to be quiet for a moment. You just need this time to be alone, to hear it. So what we do next? We get really realistic and we start building small goals that will lead us to a bigger vision, because a dream life is not built overnight. It's built through consistent, intentional steps. Ask yourself, what can I do right now? Like right now, with what I already have. How can I improve my skills? What do I actually need at this moment of my life? And like you really need to be honest with your current situation, like your budget, your time, your energy. Like, this is where begins real plan, not a perfect plan, not aesthetic plan, but real one, something that works for you. And yes, it may feels a bit small or not impressive to other people, but like, this is your starting point. And every strong, confident, fulfilled moment you admire once started exactly like this, with small, quiet steps, like that no one noticed. So don't underestimate your beginnings. That's where everything changes. So I'm really glad that you watched this video, and I hope it will help you. So yeah, see you next time. Bye.